The Armstrong Galloway Hills marks the penultimate round of the 2021 KNC Groundworks Scottish Rally Championship. And coming into this round, the title fight is down to 3 contenders. Jock Armstrong and Cammy Fair have been 2021's most consistent performers in their Buckley Prepared Fiesta. 3 second places on 3 events sees them sit on top of the points. But crucially, that's before drop scores are taken into account.
Yeah, it's one of these scenarios, isn't it? It's not to overthink it, but it's nice to be in home territory as well. So, the car's getting better with me, so I'm getting more accustomed to it. So no, it should be good fun. I just need to keep it clean and tidy. Don't recognise the 2 stages because of all the trees down. It's quite difficult, you know, the second and the third stage today. So it's the same for everybody, I think. So just concentrate and get away. So no, looking forward to it.
Once drop scores are taken into account, Argyll winner and Buckley teammate Freddie Milne is also in the title mix. With Patrick Walsh back in the hot seat, look out for a flat-out attack.
Patrick's back.
Yeah.
Is it time to repeat the Argyll performance?
Oh, it's a big ask, so we'd like to give it a shot and see. Yep, I don't think we're quite as competitive on gravel, unfortunately. We'll give it what we've got, you know, try.
Yeah. Do you think the weather's going to play a part today?
No, I think this is perfect weather for rallying. I like it when there's overcast, and I think the stages are dry, so I think this is perfect.
And riding a wave of momentum after winning the Grampian and the Woodpecker, Gary Pearson and Niall Burns have been on form since switching to the Fabia. Robbed of the SRC title on the Hills in 2016, can Gary make 2021 his year? Looking beyond the championship contenders, there are plenty of crews who can spoil the party, headed up by the Mini WRC crew of 2019 winners David Bogie and John Rowan.
Yeah, good. Looking forward to it. We were out yesterday in the shakedown. The shakedown went well, so not really looking forward to today.
This is your chance for a 5th win. Do you think you'll make it?
Well, it's always the plan. We start every rally with the aim of winning, so yeah, I suppose we'll just need to wait and see. Good stages, very tricky in places with quite high roads, you know, with ditches on either side, so it will be tricky, and this wee smother of rain will make it a little bit more difficult, but looking forward to it and feeling good.
First loop of 3 stages, and it was Bogie and Rowan who would arrive at service in the lead, but only by 6 seconds. David not happy with the setup and planning on making some changes.
Left 5 minus in fast into a flat right 3. 40, flat right 1 over crest 40, to flat left 1 over crest 40, to flat right 1 over crest jump 100, to flattish right 3 into flat left 2 over crest 60, to right flat right 1 over crest jump into flat right 1 and left 1 narrows and tightens the short 2 and flat right 1 over crest into flat right 2 in C170 over bump to a right 3 minus in over small crest into very long flattish left 2 nips and fast right 5 opens. Be brave if you can to flat right 2.
Pearson and Burns full of confidence, and it shows. Fastest on SS1 and 2. Gary was distracted when this happened in stage 3.
Oh, something seemed to fly off the car there. Looks like he's lost his roof vent.
Watch again and you can see the roof scoop coming off. Suddenly deafened, they would slacken their pace and drop to second behind the Mini. Importantly though, they were ahead of their championship rivals. 10 seconds back came Armstrong and Fair. Jock, another driver unhappy with the car setup, finding the car to be unstable in the fast sections. Stiffer damping and a different tyre compound were planned for the afternoon.
6 over crest, 100. Keep right over crest,
C80. Right 3, left 2 in over crest, into, caution crest, right 3 no cut, into, kink, left 1 in, right 1, and left 2 in over bad crest jump, 60, right 4, and left 2 in, C60, keep right, left 2 in over small crest, 50, long right 2, 50, caution, left 6 over crest, into.
We've accounted for 2 of the championship contenders, but what about the third? Stage 1, and Freddie and Patrick are on the absolute limit.
3 right in, 3 right in, and a flat 6 right over crest, 100. Ooh. Flat crest and crest into 6 right, into slight left 40. Line 6 right in over crest, 5 left over crest, 40 past junction, 6 right over crest. Care times 4, 4, 4, 4, 5 left, the care, 3 left, 3 left.
But the problem with being on the limit is sometimes it bites back.
5 right again, 60. 6 right, 40. Fast 3 left, go 40, fast 3 left. 40. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no.
In the replay you can see how it's a little mistake but with big consequences. The car undamaged but stuck, and sadly they were out of the running in SS1. 30 seconds behind Armstrong and Fair, Michael Binney and Claire Mole were flying early on. Michael in a good rhythm, especially in 2 and 3, but still finding his feet with the new car's gearing. That sequential shifter being too tempting to use. Having sorted the engine issues that plagued them on the Grampian, John Wink and Neil Shanks were back on form. Catching a limping Bruce McCombie on stage 1 delayed things, but they were also planning a rear suspension adjustment for the second half of the day, in a bid to catch Binney's Evo. Just 6 seconds back from the Hyundai, Scott Beattie and Paul Oswinsko were also running well, and only had 2 seconds on Angus Laurie and Paul Gribben, the local man impressing on his Evo debut. Another 4 seconds back, Niall Devine and Liam McIntyre were back after missing the Grampian. The Irish Evo just 8 seconds ahead of two-wheel drive champions-elect Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry. The Mark II crew running well in the opening loop and doing exactly what they needed to do to take the two-wheel drive title. One of the talking points on the hills was the Scottish debut of Rory Young's Rally 3 Spec Fiesta. Rory very impressed with how capable the car is in the forests and enjoying the challenge of keeping a lower powered car on the boil. SS1 was a disaster for Ian Forgan and Chris Lees, a boost pipe coming off, leaving them with no turbo. The issue was fixed for 2 and 3 and they were flying in a bid to make up time. Ian planning a different diff setup for the afternoon in a bid to improve the car in the fast sections. 6 seconds behind the Fiesta, Ian Baumgart and Dave Robson were running well. The only setback in the opening loop was a half spin in stage 2. And 3 seconds down on the Impreza, Scott McCombie and Willie Patterson arrived at first service tied on time. Scott readjusting to his rebuilt gearbox, and Willie was driving well despite a burst oil pressure pipe in stage 2.
Long left 4, into right 7, in over crest. Left 3, no cut. Whoa. Well done. Right 1, crest immediate chicane. It's more open to tell us. It's more open. Left 1 flat, small crest, and left 3 in. Get round the left 3 in and go 170.
What's up here?
Right 1 over crest, tightens to 3. There is a left 5. It's a long left 5, no cut.
Get on the throttle.
Long left 5, no cut. Left 1 over crest, jump, no cut. Keep right over crest, jump 80. To left 4 in, 120 down.
Yeah, no, it's been good. The first stage we went in with too hard a suspension setup, and we just never really had any feel for the car, so we reverted that back, and yeah, the car's working really well now, so looking forward to the repeat stages.
The first couple we tried to push on a little bit, but very slippy and tricky in places. But the last one there, we didn't really take many risks, and the roof scoop came off, so that was a little bit interesting in the stage. It was sort of coming off in stages, so and obviously you can actually see it from here, so it was a little bit interesting, but certainly happy to be second.
The stages are awesome, definitely the best stages I think we've had this year. Nice and smooth and fast, which I like. No, it was good. I think our pace is alright. We stalled it in that last stage coming into tightened hairpin, but I don't think we lost that much, a couple of seconds. But no, the car's going good, and so new set of tyres for the afternoon and go for it.
Well, we had an issue on the first stage. We didn't have any turbo boost. The pipe came off on the start line, I think, so the launch failed, and so I just switched it onto road mode. So there was no, because we were not getting any boost, there's no anti-lag or anything, so we lost a lot of time, lost about 40 seconds or something.
It's going okay. It doesn't feel like I'm doing my best driving, but we seem to be carrying quite a lot of speed, so first stage this morning was really slippy, so once we got that out of the way, the nerves were gone, and we've been holding our own, so quite happy. We've got to have one mind on the championship, but we also want to enjoy our day, and there's no point in, we don't come rallying to tootle rounds, so we'll keep the push on and hopefully it all works out.
The second half of the day would see a couple of big names disappear from the leaderboard. Rory Young and Alan Cathers were the first to retire, getting caught out on an infamous section of stage 4. And lying third with just one stage to go, Michael Binney and Claire Mole would dramatically retire on the final stage with a mechanical failure. A shame after such an excellent run. 15th at the finish, Paul McErlane and Niall McKenna really enjoyed the morning loop as they continued to get used to the more powerful engine. The second loop was a bit more difficult with a shattered wheel rim in stage 6, the Mark II third Scottish two-wheel drive home. One second up on the Mark II, Matt Calderwood and Phil Sandham had one of their best runs in recent times to 14th in the SRC. Three seconds ahead of their fellow Evo crew, championship sponsor Kevin Crawford and co-driver Andrew Stevenson were happy with their run to 13th. The Hills was an extra poignant event for them as it was the first rally since Andrew's father Hamish had sadly passed away. Hamish, himself an accomplished co-driver, was very instrumental in helping Andrew and Kevin work on their notes. With special stickers on the car, they were determined to do well as a tribute, and 14th in the SRC was another good result for the silver and blue Evo. 12th in the SRC was an excellent result for the Impreza crew of Duncan Campbell and Michael Cruikshank, pleased with the car after some setup changes since the Grampian. 11th SRC, Peter Stewart took his second Albin Garage Challengers win of the year in his 208 R4. With regular co-driver Harry Marchbank rallying abroad, Peter had lined up 5 times SRC champion co-driver Kevin Ray for the hot seat. I think the term is a super sub. Taking 10th, Ian Baumgart and Dave Robson continued their good run in the afternoon. They were one of many crews to say the hill stages were the best of the year so far. And grabbing 9th on the final stage, Bruce McCombie and Michael Coots had a disaster in stage 1 when a wiring issue left the car stuck in 6th gear. Once they figured out a makeshift repair, they were absolutely flying. Climbing from 67th after stage 1, they would end up 9th at the finish by just 1 second ahead of Baumgart's Impreza. Both relieved and delighted, Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry wrapped up the Scottish two-wheel drive title with a round to spare. The only issue was a slack brake pipe that was easily sorted between stages. The Hardy Mark II running faultlessly once again in what has been an almost perfect season.
And in the last few stages we just had to try and keep it clean, and we managed to do it, and we've managed the championship today, which is perfect on my home rally.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you've managed to clinch the championship too, so congratulations on that.
Cheers, thank you. Thank you.
Good. And how's your day been?
Yeah, it's been really good. Mark's drove really well the whole day. Stage has been top class, and they cleaned up really well for the afternoon. They were even better, I would say. So, no, happy just to get a finish and bag the championship.
Suffering bad loop on the final loop for the second event in a row, Armstrong and Fair punctured a tyre in stage 4 and would then lose 4th, 5th and 6th gears. Slipping to 7th in the SRC, they did enough to stay in the title fight going into the final round.
Jock's definitely having, I would guess, gearbox trouble there.
Angus Laurie and Paul Gribben were delighted with how their Evo debut had gone. Hopefully we'll see a full SRC assault in 2022. Sixth SRC crew was an excellent result for Niall Devine and Liam McIntyre, the Irish crew loving the Hills stages. Once Ian Forgan and Chris Lees had their turbo issues sorted, the R5 crew were absolutely on it. Fighting back to claim 5th SRC at the finish, Ian reckoning they would have been in the fight for the podium places without the problems.
One right over flat crest, C70 over crest, fast 3 right over crest, jump, 100 up. Flat crest, 70, fast 3 left in over crest, so 70, fast 3 left in over crest, 140 after this. Small flat crest, 80, long flat crest at the lay-by, 130 down, very long 2 right, keep in fast. 70, keep left into flat crest, C250 to a chicane left entry at the very top. C200 over crests, logging.
And they were just 12 seconds away from a monumental fight for the final podium spot. John Wink and Scott Beattie would tie on times through stages 4 and 5. Both would give it everything on the final stage, and it would be the Evo that would come out on top by just 5 seconds at the end of the day. Both crews absolutely loving the battle, and John and Neil were quick to congratulate Scott and Paula on their first podium as a team.
A bit shocked. I think we thought we were like 5th or something, but no, it was good. We had a real charge through the last stage. I think we were like almost 30 seconds quicker than our first time through. The stages were brilliant. So yeah, we're ecstatic. We partying tonight.
Good. Paula, how's your day been?
It's been brilliant, as Scott says, particularly that last stage. We were just really on it. Everything came together, and it was a brilliant stage for us. So yeah, really good.
Good. And what's next, Carlisle?
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, last one. So we'll see how all the points are and everything after this one, and see what our plan is for that. But yeah, just fly out again, hopefully.
Doing exactly what they needed to do for their championship, Gary Pearson and Niall Burns took second at the finish. Keeping Bogie and Rowan honest over the final loop, they finished just 31 seconds away from top spot.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic for the championship. It kind of keeps us right in it. You know, there was a wee bit of pressure on us this morning to try and get a good result, and I think we went out this morning, put a bit of pressure on Jock and David, and David cruised into the afternoon, no bother, but Jock made a couple of mistakes and unfortunately had a mechanical failure. But yeah, look, I think we're delighted with second, and can't wait to see the Carlisle stages next.
And once the car setup was changed in service, David and John wouldn't be beaten over the second look. The Mini pilot wrapping up a Fifth Hills win after another good drive.
Yeah, good. It's been a really good day. A faultless rally, great stages, car's been good and John's been good. So, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it, no complaints.
Good. John, how's your day been?
It's been fantastic. The weather's played in our favour, and it's been nice and sunny, and the rally's been run really, really well, and David drove a great rally, so we've had a great day.
So one event remains and the championship fight is now down to 2 crews. It's a repeat of 2016 Armstrong versus Pearson for the KNC Groundworks Scottish Rally Championship title, which will be contested in the final round, the Carlisle stages, in October.